Okay, we are live. We are live. I'm going to give it a couple of seconds, probably like 1 or 2 minutes for people to come in. And what I did was I actually got a list of the people who DM'd me the word 1% gift, and I have the raffle right in front of me. So I'm actually going to see if I can share my screen. Let's see if I can share my screen window info work. Work. That does not work. So I just went ahead and tried to share my screen, and I don't know, for some reason this software does not allow me to. But nonetheless, we do have a we have all the names for the raffle for the free gift, and so I can't share my screen. But what I'll do is I'll record it on my phone and post it on Instagram. And so, all right, cool. And so that is that's what we're gonna be. That's what we're gonna do. So go ahead and type in 1% if you guys are. Let me see what's going on. What's going on, you guys? Cool. So this live is going to be real quick. I am going to announce the winner. So the free gift is the person who is going to win. Is randomized. It's like a wheel, and they're going to win, I would say, 80% off from my step-by-step cloud engineer program. We teach you literally from zero to $500,000 a year, right? As a to become an AWS cloud engineer. And so that free gift is going to be 80% off. Like I said, the price varies depending on the type of support you need. And we're going to go ahead and get straight into it. So let's see who won. So I'm going to go ahead and record it on my phone on Instagram and post it on Instagram, so you guys, you guys don't think I'm lying about who wins. But let me go ahead and pull this up. Okay. So the person that is going to win, let me actually get this ready. Okay. So the person who is going to win the free gift, which is 80% off from the Cloud Engineer program, showing you how to go from zero to $500,000 a year, step by step, which is $25,000 a month, is, I knew it was going to be this person too. So Alhaji, congratulations. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right, but you just won the 80% off free raffle. And what that includes is you have 80% off, right? You're going to have to use this within the next 24 hours. If not, it's going to be voided. But congratulations on winning the free gift. And so, with that being said, so the person who let me go ahead and post this and tag the person so you guys can see that, I wanted you guys to see it live, but nonetheless, you guys can still see it on Instagram. So now I have Felipe. He said, damn, let me share a video real quick. Should see what's going on right now for our final project. So Felipe is his name is Valen. Hopefully he's listening to me because it's an insider. But he actually teaches the program, and so he said he's actually he wants to share his video so that he can see what's going on right now for the final project prep. And so we actually do live projects, and it's like you're simulating a real world environment as a cloud engineer. I'm not sure if he's still on, but I don't even know how to do the screen share on the because I don't even know. It's I just tried to screen share on my computer and the whole app just closed off. And so what I'm going to do for now, I'm going to tag this person, Alhaji. Okay. Okay. I'm going to have to do this after this call. So nonetheless, so I don't do I rarely do discounts, right? I rarely do that. I'll probably have another gift. It just depends on how active you guys are, how consistent you guys are on the lives. If you guys are consistent and show love, then I don't mind rewarding you guys for it. So I'm gonna get off, but before I get off, I want you guys to ask any questions, right? Ask any questions when it comes to making $500,000 a year as a cloud engineer. Okay, I teach people how to go from zero to $500,000 a year as a cloud engineer, working on average 2 to 3 hours a day. Okay, and so if you guys have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. And so, first time on your live overview. Yeah, so I pretty much go live almost every day now, and I'm just giving you a lot of gems, different topics. Yesterday, this week we talked about why you're wasting your time with certifications, how I got my certifications and my college degree, and I was broke driving Uber Eats at 2 a.m. in the morning, and it wasn't until I learned what recruiters actually want, which is projects, real world experience, and you can gain that, from AI, and I show people how to do that and how to get jobs, right? And so what's the price for the course? So the price of the course is it depends on the amount of support that you need. We make it affordable for almost literally everybody because we work with you, we look at your situation, right? But we have to qualify you. We don't just accept just anybody inside the program because we need to make sure that it's a good fit for you and a good fit for us. And so, yeah, does anybody have any questions? Okay, anybody have any questions? And so, Niski, it's good to see you, man. You're consistent. And so I'm gonna give it about 2 more minutes and then I'm gonna hop off. But nonetheless, congratulations. Congratulations, Alhaji. I'll actually go and check. I'll go ahead and check what your at name is. Alhaji. But congratulations, you did win the gift. Like I said, I definitely do not do this. I rarely do this. And so I don't even think you're on, but yeah, I actually see you now. But congratulations on winning the 80% off of, how to go from zero to $500,000 a year. And so let me, Haji underscore, I'm going to go ahead and tag you. So for those who just came in, you'll be able to see, congratulations, congrats, you just won the free gift. I posted it on my story. So for those who just came in, you'll be able to see me actually spinning it, and because I wanted to share, but I can't. But yeah, congratulations. So let me check for questions. What's the drive, vision, mission for this? What's in it for you? So so anybody that's listening, I will never be the type of person to say, hey, please, buy my program. I tell people, please, you do not need to join my program. I don't need your money. I'm specifically doing this because I wish I had someone to show me the path of how to go from, because I struggled. I was trying to figure this stuff out by myself. I paid for programs, it didn't work. And I went through a lot of trials and tribulations to get to where I am. And so this is just my way of giving back to people who are serious and we qualify people. We don't just accept just anybody in our program. But my vision and the purpose is to actually impact millions of lives on the global scale. And so I specifically like to help people. I used to want to be a nurse. I dropped out of college, nursing school, and I came back the next semester. I did IT, and fast forward, now I'm here. So I kind of already went over my story the past couple of lives, but what's in it for me selfishly, I get to actually fulfill my dream, which is to impact people who actually need help, right? And people who want the help and who are serious. And so if that's you, reach out. If not, that's okay. You can, there's YouTube University, right? There's free information online. There is other programs I can, direct you to if you don't want to do mine. But nonetheless, I am here to serve people. That's my mission. That's what's in it for me. And so I'm more interested in Azure track. So one of my students just got a cloud engineer job. We focus on AWS specifically, but because like we teach you a lot of stuff, like a good amount of useful information, but he was able to get an Azure cloud engineer job because AWS is like really this, I won't say the exact same, it's different because they changed the names, but it's the same concepts. And so it's not that much of a learning curve. It's just learning, for example, on Amazon, a virtual computer, the name of it is an EC2 instance, right? The service is called Amazon EC2. But on Microsoft Azure, it's literally called virtual machine. But it's the same thing, it's a virtual computer. And so there's different names for different cloud platforms, but the concepts are relatively the same. And so he was able to go to the other job, and he's in Azure. The cloud platform that he uses is Azure. And so Lex told, what are the actual tools or services one should focus on that can get you in the door quicker than companies use on the daily? Terraform. Focus on Terraform. Focus on building like automation. Like if you like focus on automations, but before you focus on automations, if you want to use Terraform to build infrastructure, you need to know what infrastructure is. You need to know like, okay, I can use Terraform to build, if you're using AWS, I can use Terraform to build an EC2. I can use Terraform to build my VPC that the EC2 is going to be housed in, right? The public and private subnets, right? Right. The security controls, right? The security groups, right? In terms of what traffic you want to allow into your subnet, inside your public and private subnet, inside your VPC. Because subnet, right, controlling those traffic is NACLs, right? It's different. And so nonetheless, before you, like, yes, Terraform automation, like Terraform and CI/CD pipeline tools like Jenkins, GitLab CI, GitHub Actions, right? You want to be able to like learn automations, but before you learn automations, you need to learn the fundamentals. And so I would say focus on knowing the different components of what makes a computer, like hardware, CPU, RAM, because you're going to need that to understand EC2. Because when you're creating an EC2 instance, you have to choose your hardware, RAM, and CPU, right? And if you don't know what that is, which makes up a computer, you're not going to know how to make EC2. Okay, and so, but it's like you want to focus on computer hardware first, computer networking, how computers talk to each other, the basics of cybersecurity, like least privilege, IAM, okay, and then you can focus on Terraform, Jenkins, GitLab CI, so like automation, building out infrastructure and automating. What's going on, Hannah? It's good to see you. But automating applications. And so that's what I would say in terms of, let's actually put this, I'm gonna start putting the questions on there. But what are the actual tools or services one should focus on that can get your foot in the door quicker that companies use on the daily? And so I wanna give you the right mindset. I don't want you to look at it like quicker, like because you don't want to just focus on a couple of services. You want to understand how everything works together. Now, within my program, we teach the program in 8 weeks, right? It doesn't mean you're going to get a job in 8 weeks. Averagely, it's 2 to 5 months from our students that are serious. But from the 8 weeks, like the 2 months that we teach you things that you are going to do on the job. and things that you need to know to be a well-rounded IT professional. Other programs, like my competitors, they teach it in about 7, 8, 9 months because they teach you things that essentially you're not going to use. And I know this because I've joined programs like this before. And so the right approach is not like, let me learn this, you know, get into. So yes, in a sense, you could get there quicker, but I want you to, the better question is, what services do I need to learn, or concepts do I need to learn to make me a well-rounded IT professional and cloud engineer? Yeah, that's what I would say, because there's a lot of things you don't really need to focus on because you'll literally never use it on the job. Okay, and so this live is going to be quick, and we're going to go ahead and jump off. All right, cool. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and jump off. Does anybody, so before we leave, does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? Absolutely anything. All right. I'm going to give it about 30 seconds. I know there's a little bit of a lag before you guys can actually hear what I'm saying in real time. But does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? Absolutely anything. Cool. All right. And so, once again, congratulations to the winner. And if you guys have any questions, reach out. And if you're interested on seeing, I appreciate you, Hannah. If any of you guys are interested on joining the 1% University, how to go from $0 to $500,000 a year, working 2 to 3 hours a day, DM me the word 1% to see if you are qualified and to see if you will get started, if you want to get started today. And so, Cole, I see you said, what's the conversion rate for people who are able to get jobs after doing your program? Now, I will say this, because talk is cheap. You can go to my Instagram page and you can see all the different successful students. Also, I'll put it in my chat. I'll put in the chat my website. You can check my website to see the different successful, I don't know why, oh, there it is. You can see the different successful students. Now, what I can accurately say, there is about like I have never seen somebody go through my program, implement my step-by-step blueprint, and not get a job with time. Now, I'll say with time because literally I have students that just got to the last portion of my program, which is interviewing. And so that takes time. I don't know when you're going to get an offer letter. Nobody knows. But what I do know is that everybody that is taking this serious and applied the blueprint, they were able to receive offer letters. Now, how can I confidently say this? Before anybody works with me, right, we kind of go over some rules and some standards. But my thing is, if somebody does not make 10 times their investment, they get their money back, right? That's in an agreement. Also, if they do not get what I'm providing, they get their money back, no questions asked. Realistically, no one has been able to get their money back because the blueprint works. The reason why I say do not join my program if you're not serious, if you're not going to put in the work, is because if you join the program and we reach out to you every week, we set up weekly goals. And even if you don't respond, we still have to reach out to you because we have to get you results. But we can't do that if you're not showing up for yourself. But for those who actually put in the work, those people are the people that actually get offers. And so I will never say, hey, you'll get an offer letter in 2, 3, 4 months. No, I have no idea when you'll get an offer letter. The average range is 2 to 5 months. And that's what we've seen. We have data. We have backed up data on that. We actually track these numbers. Okay. Chris, he was able to receive 3 offer letters in 2 months and 5 days of joining the program. If you go to Chris on my Instagram highlights, you can see it when he joined. The offer letters back to back to back. He still has like maybe 8 or 9 or 10 different companies that he's talking to right now in terms of going for offers, going for interviews. And so there is a system that he has learned to get consistent recruiters reaching out to him. And we've trained him on how to clearly articulate the technical value that he learned from the program. Okay. Stormy, I always talk about him. He had no degree, no experience, no certifications. If you don't believe me, just look at the Instagram highlights. You can see it says his name is Stormy on YouTube. We have a 30-minute, 45-minute testimonial video of him sharing his experience. No degree, no cert, no experience in tech. He's now making a doctor's salary, $300,000 a year, and he still doesn't have a degree or cert. And so why am I saying all of this? These are the people that actually committed themselves. They took it serious, follow the step-by-step blueprint to see results. I will never say, hey, you are going to get an offer letter in 3-6 months. I have no idea. But confidently, I can say, we teach people the skill set to be able to attract these opportunities. Now, I can't force anybody to actually learn the skill set, even if they join the program. And so that's why I'm very specific on what I say. Those people who are serious, they tend to get results. Those who are not serious, they don't get results. And so there's not really a way, you know, I can't force people to actually do the work. But if you DM me on so anybody that DM'd me, I just saw your message. Anybody that DM'd me, me and my team, we're gonna reach out to you. Just give us some time. All right, we're gonna qualify you. Right, we don't just accept just anybody inside the program. We need to make sure that we're both the right fit. We're a good fit for you, and you're a good fit for us, right? And so that we can actually help you. And so, yeah, that's what I would say. So if you guys don't have any other questions, comments, concerns, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off. I'm gonna give it about another 2 minutes. Does anybody have any questions? Absolutely anything. Don't hold back. Does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? All right. So for everybody that joined, I will most likely have another gift for those who are consistent. So even if you didn't win, right, it's completely fine. But there will be more opportunities. And so you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Have a good Friday. Deuce.